I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, y'all? Yes, we are having a wonderful time already. We are talking about all of our people that we love, people that have gone before, and Evin is an amazing, amazing award-winning artist, and he's on my show. I'll be right back. Don't you go nowhere. Welcome back to the show, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Vimeo, Roku, YouTube. Okay, silence is gone. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's getting better, though. It's getting better. It's getting better, I gotta say. We're also on Amazon Fire. Just go ahead and go to Yaya Diamond TV or Yaya Diamond Music TV, and you can download that on your Roku or your Amazon, and you know how I am. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Man, I got Evin Gibson on the show, R&B artist. What's up?
What's up? What's up? Here.
It's good to have you here. So tell everybody about your whole thing, man. I'm telling you, he has met so many wonderful people that I never got a chance to meet.
Yeah, you know, his music is just so universal, and it takes you all over the world. It takes you all over. You get to meet some wonderful people that you look up and admire. You get to see wonderful people, you know, that really love what you do, and you get to connect with them. So music is such a, and I'll say this all the time, music has its own language, you know, its own language. Like even before you can talk, you can kind of groove a little bit to music, you know, it feels good. So, you know, I've been blessed to be able to do so much and be around so great people, you know, whether celebrities or non-celebrities or just people in general, and connect with them heart to heart through music. And I love that.
When you first got your major like opening part, you know, you're gonna open for whoever it was, what did that feel like for you?
Oh God, it was kind of like confirmation, and it was also scary at the same time. It was confirmation because I put in so much work in doing stuff, and I was like, oh man, this is endless. It's never going anywhere. When is it going to another level? Or what can I do to kind of set the tone to show me that this is what I need to be doing? And when I first found out I was opening, I can't remember exactly who I was opening for at the time, but when I first found out I was opening for a major artist, I remember being very scared, like, oh my God, but at the same time being like, oh my God, I'm able to do this. It made me feel like, whoa, you know, at the time was this big thing for me, like, oh wow, it must mean that somebody want to hear me or see me. So that felt good. But I do remember one particular time that made me feel really good, that stood out. And when I opened, I did a show with RL from Next. And I can remember I performed, and you know, normally when you open for people, they don't sit around and watch. They don't pay attention because, you know, hey, they got their own show to worry about, rightfully so. But he came out after the show, on his set, and he was like, people had nicknamed their group the openers because they open for everybody. So he said people don't really sit and listen to the opening act or whatever. He said, but he sat and listened to my show, and he's like, I want to bring him back on stage because when he make it to the Grammys, I want to say that I actually did a show with him. So I was like, wow, I thought that was really cool. That stood out to me as a great thing, because I'm like, wow, he's a great, amazing singer that, you know, you look at in the group Next. I love that group. Oh, and throughout the years, and did a duet with Deborah Cox, which was amazing. I love Deborah Cox too. So I was like, wow, you know, I felt good, you know.
That's, you know, getting to the point where you can do your craft with people who have been, you know, and done so much. what have you learned from them? Has there been a learning experience, not only just to perform for them and perform before them, kind of open up, but a learning experience? What have you learned during this entire, from that point where you first started till now?
I learned that, number one, I learned that people are people. Everybody, like, you put people on this high pedestal often, but people are people, and and most people I've met are just as enthused about sharing their gift with you as you are listening to it and enjoying it. And I also learned that professionalism, like these people who've been in the game for a long time, they actually they're seasoned, and they put in the work. They practice, they put in the work, they put in the time, they put in the energy, and so they take their craft seriously. And I honestly, I took that from quite a few people I met. Some of the best people. You see them on stage doing their show, but behind the scenes, they've done that show over and over and over again just to get it right for you.
Yeah, definitely. Practice makes perfect, as they say. So tell me about your music. Tell me about, all the things that are going on with you, because behind the scenes, you have to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do and get yourself together. So what is that like?
Recently I've signed with the label called Sans Entertainment. That's SANS, which stands for Shine and Never Stop, which I love that, because I always say that truly defines me. Like, I feel like I've been on the go, and I'm not here to make anybody feel less than who they are or feel like I'm less than anyone. I'm just here to do what I do and touch people. And so Shine and Never Stop is all definitely what I represent. But my process has been, I signed with them, and now we're looking into getting some great music out to people, and stuff that I would like to think is a throwback, but then a little mixture and what's new a little bit, and just stuff that still has the innocence to the music, not too far out there, but still at the same time you can connect with, and hopefully people can connect with and feel the joy of the music. But my process throughout this whole project was just to let what comes to me come out and just let the energy just go. And I think that has been a great thing to do, because at the end of the day, I came up with some really great material. But I wanted to talk more about heartbreak and love and happiness. And I also wanted to touch a little bit on redemption and just something relatable, not going too far over the edge, just keeping it relatable, and stuff that can be universal. That was important.
What is it like for you to, write your own music when you hear a song? Like, for me, it's like when I hear music, it either speaks to me or it just doesn't. It's like it either says, this is yours or this is someone else's. What is it for you?
I like that, because I can relate to that. I can understand that. But when I hear stuff, I always give it a shot. I always be like, okay, well, maybe I'll add a little flavor to it. It might be different. And sometimes I'm like, okay, that went that way. But I do give it a try. But honestly, a little secret is it's hard for me to kind of know the songs that I think suit me the best, because I'm always thinking about who would this appeal to, who would really like it or who would not like it. So I'm getting more in a comfort zone of doing stuff that I really like to do, or being okay with me and knowing that, hey, you're not this person or that person, you're you, and you're awesome in your own way. And you have to tell yourself that kind of stuff, because if you don't, you get kind of caught up with what's going on right now. You got to be yourself, and you have to be proud of that, because you have your own fingerprint.
Yeah, I know how you feel, because when I was younger, it was like, oh, you have this really high-pitched voice and nobody wants to hear. As you get older, your voice, it kind of tones down. So it was like, but my mom always told me, she says, you are not anyone else. You're you, and you have to be you. And when people put you down, don't worry about it. You're gonna pick yourself back up and get better at it. So that's all you have to worry about.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah. My mom, she did it. She raised me at the same time having hit songs all over the world, and I traveled 8 months out of the year with her. So yeah, my life was on the road.
Yeah, wow. I know that had to been a bit much. I know my mother, she believed in me and my sisters. She'd have us out singing. She would make the clothes. She would have us with voice teachers. She would have us
Yeah.
doing all kinds of stuff just to make sure that we were out because she believed in us. So we got a lot of that experience as kids, you know. But she never really pressured us. She just kind of like made sure that, you know, hey, you guys can sing. Let's together. She made the outfits, you know. It was kind of cute. When you look back at the pictures though, it's like, Mom. But I'm so glad she did it because, you know, you get the experience and you get to be you get this to see the journey. It's a part of your journey and where you're going. So
Right. Oh, wow. And that's so cool because, again, you have such a rich history of, you know, the foundation was just there. And moms are amazing because I know, because I'm one.
and
Okay,
dads
so
too. And dads too. I'm a dad. So
dads are amazing too, but I can't relate because I'm not a guy.
Gotcha.
But seriously, you know, it's like when you have someone that's behind you, you know, especially with all the work that you put in, you know, when you started, did you think it was this hard to get it done? I mean, was it difficult for you? Was it a challenge at times? Was it easy and then sometimes it was hard? What was it like getting yourself up to that standard that you've seen yourself to become? Because I know when I look at the way I want to be, I'm nowhere near it. You know, it's like always reaching higher, you know?
Yeah. I've learned that no matter how far you get, it's always like the next level up anyway. So, but I do feel like one thing that I've admired about myself is that no matter where I'm at or what place I'm at in life, it's always like, okay, it's kind of like starting over, starting new, because it humbles me and it makes me feel like, okay, you know what? Hey, I may have done this a million times, but this is the first time for me, you know? So it also motivates me to keep pushing because as long as you're living, and this is one thing I always tell people, learn. And because once you stop learning, you might as well just die. So
Yeah.
I know everything. I haven't done everything. I'm just here to grow and be a growing spirit and just take everything that I've done and everything that is to be done and just put it all together and just let it just grow and just keep going. But I do know it's a lot of pressure when you start saying to yourself, oh, what can I do next to outdo this or do that? I'm not even there anymore. I'm just like, this is what I do. And it's in my spirit to share what I do for those who love it, for those who don't. It's okay. I respect that. And at the end of the day, keep it moving, you know?
I hear you. Now let's talk about your song.
Yeah. My latest single, the first single I got with Sans Entertainment, which I'm really happy about, is called What You Want Right Here. And it is a song about, it's a love song, but it is definitely about a little bit of heartbreak because it's someone, and I know we all have gone through it at some point. You go through the game of whatever is coming at you and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. But I'm telling this person, hey, look, you've been wounded, but you don't even need to worry about that right now. I'm going to give you all the love you want. You'll find it right here. You know, now I'm not saying that I'm being honest or being true. I'm just kidding. Of course, we would hope that is true, right?
Right.
You don't want to be back in that same position. But yeah, it's about, hey, finding the love you want right here, and you'll get that thing. So you can let your guard down a little bit because sometimes we get so frozen or so caught up with the fact that we've been through so much, and to the point we don't let our guard down and let someone show us the love that we really need or deserve at that point. Because so many people out there wanting to hurt people for no reason. But but you know, someone can love you, and that's what this song is about. You know, hey, I want to stop the cars in your traffic, and I want to be there for you. You know, so
Every girl's dream. right?
Exactly.
Definitely. So before we get you to introduce your song, I want to thank all the listeners and all the viewers out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. We're on all kinds of different audio and visual platforms, and you can get this interview on both platforms, however you like to consume your entertainment and your, all this stuff. And talking about inspiration, what do you see when you see yourself out in front of people? Because you are an inspiration. You have become that person that people look up to. What do you want people to take away when they meet you or when they see you perform?
I do want people to enjoy the music. I never underestimate the fact that when I get on stage and I'm there's someone out there who may have been told they've been diagnosed with something, or a loved one passed away, and I'm their entertainment for that night. I'm that person who gets them away from all that. And I hear the story so many times, oh, you made me feel so good, or even in my song, they can relate to it. I just want to be that outlet that touch people in whatever way. If it's to make you feel a little, saucy or whatever it's to do, I want to be that outlet. So I just want people to understand that, when it comes to music and putting out there and entertaining, I just want them to just enjoy it in whatever way they can enjoy it, and walk away with a good feeling. So That's a lot to me. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Evin, thank you so much for being on the show. Don't go anywhere. Hold on a second. You guys, thank you again so much for tuning in. And don't forget to dare to be different. Evin, I need you to introduce your song, brother. We need to get some music up in here.
All right, this is my latest single, What You Want Right Here. Make sure you check it out. It's on iTunes from August the 10th, all over, on every music platform. Check it out, and check me out at www.evingibson.com. Thank you.
And I got it first.
You got the eyes of a stone cold killer, trying not to show how sweet you are. You can melt the ice of a cold, cold winter. So tell me why you froze your entire heart. Whoa. But you look so good and sexy. You shelter a wounded heart. 'Cause you need that kind of love you never had before. Right here. You'll get what you want. You'll get what you love. Can I hold you in my arms? You'll get what you want. Right here. I'm standing in traffic, trying to stop all the cars. Let's turn this into passion. We won't crash if we take the brakes off. Oh, yeah. 'Cause you look so good and sexy. Why shelter a wounded heart? 'Cause you need that kind of love, yeah. Never had before. Right here. You'll get what you want. You'll get
again.